Hey, what's going on, guys? What's happening, everyone? Guys, ladies, what's happening? So, I'm going to be talking about a little bit about the Vikes versus the Pats game here. And I don't know if some of you probably watched it, but I listened to it. Somebody had it streaming on YouTube here, so I just typed in the Vikings game, and I know somebody was actually streaming it or so watching it on their TV. And the Vikes, they had a lot of opportunities to come back in that game. I mean, Patriots missed a field goal. Minnesota had a chance to capitalize on that, couldn't capitalize. Tom Brady throwing an interception in the fourth quarter. Vikings could have capitalized on that, but then Cousins would throw it to the end zone just to get intercepted here, and that was going to be the Diggs. And I heard that the Green Bay Packers coach Mike McCarthy got fired here, so he's no longer the head coach for the Green Bay Packers. I saw Kansas City was whipping up on some team here. I'm just gonna pull up some highlights here and just read some highlights to you guys here, and so on. You know, they're coming out flags that were not called, and that I wish that sometimes they were called, but referee makes the final call at the end of the time at the end of it. So, and I heard the Bears, they are 8-1. Minnesota 6-5. So Minnesota has to win the next 5 games to at least have a chance to get in the wild card here, because that's what they're shooting for, is a wild card. I mean, Patriots here are a really tough team, and they've been to the Super Bowl so many times, and I think this is a test. This game is a test to know where we sit at. Test, all right? Can we be the team? Can we be a Super Bowl team to go to Super Bowl? And losing by 14 points, they look pretty good at the start of the second half, you know. The Vikings tied it up 10-10. But I think we got a lot more work to do here. I do think that we could beat our next opponent, but it's going to take a whole team. I mean, we didn't really prove a lot out there, except that we kind of kept it close here, and we may have a chance. Now, if we beat the Patriots, the Vikings beat the Patriots, they would have a shot of actually really go more. The chances are that they have a big shot of going Super Bowl. I'm not saying they don't have a shot now, but if you can beat a Super Bowl team like the Patriots, that says a lot. Like, you know, yeah, they're one team, but they're one of the baddest teams in the AFC and the NFL. What I mean by baddest team is they're one of those teams that always has a winning season, always goes to the playoffs. And Patriots, they've been to the playoffs about 2 times in the last 2 years. So, just gonna be loading here my phone, see what's going on. So it seems like the Chargers and the Steelers, they will play tonight, and that's at 7:20 Sunday Night Football here. Now the Steelers are up in their division here, and the Ravens, I think they're 7-5 if I recall. The Redskins, they play Monday against the Eagles. The Redskins are 6-5, and the Eagles are 5-6. The Eagles beat the Redskins, then most everyone in the division here would be close. It would be really a tough division for those guys. Cowboys here, they're 7-5, so they're leading in the division. So if the Redskins beat the Eagles Monday. They'll be tied in the division. And it looks like the Panthers lost against the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 5-7 in their division here. Panthers are 6-6. And that's 24-17. The Bears lost to the Giants. The Giants go 4-8 in the season as the Bears go 8-4, and they're on top of the division in the NFC North. More updates here. The Bills lost to the Dolphins. Dolphins here, they won 21-17. That brings up their record to 6-6 here on the season. Ryan Tannehill had a three-pass touchdown season high. Colts and Jaguars. That game might be going on right now. Doesn't say that the game ended. But Jaguars 6 and Colts 0. The Browns and the Texas 29, Browns 13. So, Texas probably won that game. The Packers lost to the Cardinals here. Cardinals won 2017. I already said that Mike McCarthy's not the coach no more. Rams beat the Lions 30-16, and the Lions moved to 4-6. Buccaneers, the Broncos, I should say, they beat the Bengals 24-10. That brings their record 6-6. They have Case Keenum as their quarterback here. Oh, that's right. Ravens, they beat the Falcons going 26-16. Ravens are 7-5. Jets are 3-9, and they lost to the Titans. Titans are 6-6. Chiefs beat the Raiders 40-33. High scoring game there. Chiefs go to 10-2 in the season. Raiders go to 2-10. 49ers go to 2-10. They lost against the Seahawks 43-16. Vikings lost against the Patriots 24-10. Now I remember last year when the Browns I don't think they had any wins last season, did they? I think they went 0-15, or maybe they had one win. They had a tough season. But this year, Browns are 4-7-1, so they're doing a little bit better here. 4-7-1. That's not enough to get you in the playoffs. But yeah, I just got done listening to the Vikings and the Patriots game probably maybe 35 minutes ago here, and I watched some Netflix. I like watching Friends or The Office. So Cousins floats pinpoint pass to Thielen for a touchdown. So the Vikings learned that they have a lot of things they have to work on. But Rudolph here, he had a terrific game. Shows terrific hands-on contest catch. I was looking at some highlights here. Eric Kendricks was the one that got the pick. Thought that was pretty sick. So I guess that the Vikings here, according to
here breaking down why the Vikings are the best blitzing team in the NFL this season. Right. So far, Minnesota's allowed a 70.
So they're saying the Vikings is one of the best blitzing team in the NFL here. Which, hey, that's a good thing. But I mean, it's only as good as you can get into the playoffs. I mean, I don't even care if I was a coach, and even if my team got the best running yards or the best defense, if we don't get to the playoffs, it don't matter. You can be the best. You can have the best defense and still have a sucky record because you have a sucky offense. On the other hand, you can have a good offense but a sucky defense. offense and still have a sucky record. Now, you can have and that goes both ways because you can. For one, if you have a good offense and a sucky defense, it's going to be a close game. But if you have a sucky offense and a good defense, most of the time your defense might score, your offense might suck, and you probably end up losing a lot of games. As I've with the Minnesota Vikings here on my franchise here, then we went to the Super Bowl here and we beat the Titans, and Deputy Doble here, my character I created down there here, made his second, mostly a second season on there here. First season he got to the NFC Championship and lost to the Dallas Cowboys. This time he gets to the Super Bowl and beats with his team beats the Titans here. Kirk Cousins, he's been in the playoffs a couple times here in the franchise and been in he has a couple Super Rings now here. I think he has 2 or 3 on the season. And the coach has a one Super Bowl win with the team. Dallas Cowboys won the last franchise here. So, with that said, no, I don't have anything else to report to you guys. Let's see. Not that I know of here, but I thought I'd just come on here. I'll tell you just about some updates about football, about NFL game day here. The Steelers do play tonight, and it looks like they're playing against the Chargers. And Chargers are 8-3, Steelers are 7-3-1. So if you guys like watch that game, it is going to be on tonight on NBC on their channel. So I don't got cable, so I don't live stream it. You're not supposed to live stream the football games from cable or so. That's you gotta get permission from the NFL or copyrights. Some people do on YouTube. I see a lot of people be doing a live stream about the football game, and then they get flagged, or because of copyrights, the video gets flagged down. And I was actually watching this one person, like, they had their phone to the game, and like, surprised, and that one didn't get that video they did, it didn't get flagged. But if I can have the option to watch football on YouTube, I'm gonna do it. Like, if somebody's live streaming a football game, type in their name, I'm gonna watch that or listen to it. But there's a game that you can watch on the channel, the YouTube channel. Like, I'm gonna watch it, So, but yeah, look at the WWE. They have their right after they're done with the highlights, they show you the highlights and all that, and they kind of show you that right away a little bit, but yeah, but yeah. So, would I live stream a football game? No. If I had the copyrights legally to watch, if I had all the cable to live stream a football game, yeah. But if I don't have the copyrights to live stream that football game, I ain't gonna do it. So that's how you get flagged, and that's how you get suspended from being on YouTube. So it is what it is. So with that said here, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys have a great, awesome night. If you're gonna watch the football tonight, if you got cable, that's awesome. If you don't, you can always listen to it on the radio or just Google the highlights. So God bless you. God loves. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful, awesome day. God bless. Peace.